Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Guys, did you practice? I gave one task yesterday. Okay. Firstly, anyone who is left with the installation? Anyone? Leela, what happened? Akash, Prakash, Ishwar, Raju, Hemchandra, Sneha, Jaya, Nitish, Kavya, Sakina, Murali. Anyone?
Good evening, madam.
Yes, Akhil. Good evening. Sakina, you can share your screen. Those who are facing issue in installation or any other doubt, please share your screen and I can help you guys out.
Sorry, ma'am, I am out today. I'm just using my mobile today, ma'am.
Can you tell me like what? Okay.
It's
What can you tell me?
downloading,
What is
ma'am.
the issue in joining?
Yeah, ma'am, I can
It's
download it,
downloaded
ma'am. When
there.
I open the app, it's not opening, ma'am. There is some problem in my system, I think so, ma'am.
Okay, I need to see the issue. So please join through laptop tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am, sure, ma'am.
Leela, you can share your screen. You have not installed or uh, like what is the issue? Are you getting any issue in your system, Leela? Please unmute yourself. Moni, Akash, Nagendra, Nirja, Pavan, Praveen. Have you guys done the installation?
Ma'am, I don't have any laptop, ma'am, so I'm doing it with my mobile.
Okay, all right. Samira, Sindhu, Rachna, Shirsha, Sushmita. Guys, please unmute yourself. Yes, Leela, you can share your screen. Anita, Ishwar, Prakash.
Ma'am,
Yes?
I have installed, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, please.
Ma'am, sir, ma'am.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Ma'am, can you help, ma'am?
Yeah, I mean, what is the doubt?
How to install, ma'am, this HTML, ma'am?
How to?
Install, ma'am.
I
Installation.
provided the link yesterday. We-
Okay,
Uh,
ma'am. Can you resend it, ma'am?
yeah, yeah, I sent it.
Okay, ma'am.
You are
Query
using
it,
Windows?
ma'am. 11, ma'am.
Click on Windows. Click on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is starting the download. Yeah, it's starting with. Automatically, it will start.
Yes, ma'am.
Depending upon the internet speed. Yeah, it will start. It will start automatically. Wait.
Okay.
So it will download one setup. After this, you need to go to downloads in your system. Okay. There, you have to double
Okay,
click
ma'am.
on it and bring the setup.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. It is in downloading. Can you see
Okay,
on the
ma'am.
right? It's downloading. So you go to downloads in
Okay.
your system. There you will see the setup. Just like you do setup of any other software. Similarly, you just have to double click on it and do next, next, next.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Guys, anyone else left who have not done the setup? All right. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible, team? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So team, today we'll start with basics like heading tag we saw yesterday, but today I'll start from the structure of HTML first, the document. Then we'll see paragraph attributes, formatting and quotation elements, and then we'll see links in HTML. So firstly, we have structure of HTML document. So yesterday, if you guys remember, I entered exclamation sign and I pressed enter. So the content, the lines that line of code that came in the HTML document, that is what we call structure of HTML document. Okay. Apart from that, we have basic elements like heading tag, paragraph, image. Then we'll create our first HTML web page, and then we'll see how we can view HTML source code. Okay, for any website. So here, if I go, okay. So here, this is going to be empty document. So like I told you guys, I will create folders. So today is day 2. So I've created a separate folder. So this is my PPT. This is my code file here. Okay. And I told you guys, just click on file, add folder to workspace and select the folder and press enter. Add. So here you can see that folder in your workspace. Then click on this and you can start writing your code. So here if I want to bring a HTML document, I can write exclamation sign and press enter. Okay. Now I will right click here, click on format document because we have installed Prettier yesterday, if you guys remember, as an extension. So whichever file I am in, it's HTML or JS or CSS, it will ident or format my code according to that very extension. Okay. So now next question comes to what is the structure? So very first line that you guys see here, doc type HTML. This tells to the browser which version of HTML you are using. Okay. So, okay. So right now we are in HTML5. Okay. HTML5 is your latest one. It was introduced around 2014. Okay. So that means before this HTML5, we had HTML, HTML2, HTML4, and then HTML5. Okay. Now, next thing is, if you guys want to understand what version is, even in your mobile phones, Android phones or iOS, every year updates come, right? For your mobile, like Snapdragon is the name of the software for your Android. Then iOS, we have different softwares. Okay, just like your WhatsApp, your Instagram apps gets updated every year or after a few months because new version of that app is introduced. New version means it's going to be updated one. It's going to be a better version from the previous one. Okay, even Google Chrome have different versions. Like my Google Chrome is updated with the latest one. Similarly, for technologies as well, team, there are different versions. So let's say in 1991 HTML was introduced. Okay. But now the latest one that we use is HTML5. So this doc type will tell to the browser which version of HTML I am using. So I'm using HTML5. If you see the same syntax for HTML4, then this line of syntax is different. If you Google HTML4, you will see first line is different. Okay, now right now we are in HTML5. So this is how this line looks. Okay, so that is what HTML5 is. Okay, so first line is telling to my browser which version of HTML I'm using. So it will help my browser to load whatever tags I'm writing. For example, in HTML5, so now the main thing that we have in HTML is tags. Okay, so in HTML5, your video, your audio, all those tags were introduced. If you write HTML4 syntax here, then those video audio will not be recognized because in HTML4 we don't have those tags, but in HTML5 those tags are introduced. So it is telling my browser this document, whatever I'm writing, HTML is going to be HTML5 version. So whatever element I'm writing, just load it properly. Okay, this is what this first line means. You guys can create a note if you want. Okay, you guys can create a note in your with pen paper or maybe in your laptop, so that in future it will help you out. Like first line is telling to the browser which version of HTML you are using. So this is HTML5, the syntax. Next, we write HTML. Okay. Now, this HTML team basically means root element. Okay. This HTML means the root element. That means rest of the content, whatever you write in document, comes inside this HTML. Before this HTML, we just write one thing that is called doc type. And after this line number 10, we don't write anything. Okay. We don't write any code over here. So the main thing, the main root element that we have is HTML here. Okay. After this, we have head and then body. After this, we have this head and body. So that means these two, this HTML has two elements, that is head and body. Okay. Inside body is the place stream where you write all the code that goes in UI. So whichever part you want to display in UI in your web browser, that code we write here. Okay. We don't write anything between head here. We don't write anything here. Okay. We don't write anything here. We write everything either between this head or between this body. Okay. Now inside this head over here, team. Okay. I'm removing this line. This is something we don't need for now. Here, team, this is called your meta tag. Okay, meta tag means it's the informative information about this document. That means whatever I'm going to write in body. So let's say this meta tag will have a lot of attributes like character set. Character set means UTF-8. So 8 means 8-bit and UTF means Unicode over here. Okay. So char set means character
Madam,
set. Yes.
madam, I've written the code, madam. Once again, can I share my screen, madam?
For what?
Madam, I've written, madam, like the dog type and everything, body tag, everything, madam. Is it correct or not?
I will check that later. Right now I'm teaching this, right? In the
Yeah,
end, I'll
okay,
give
okay.
you 10 to 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, madam.
All right. Okay. Coming back to this team. So this meta tag is giving the information like whatever data, whatever lines of code I'm writing in my body, what is that about? Okay. So just like in your PPT, if I write the structured word, we have seen this through our, childhood. Your computer, your these machines doesn't understand English language. Okay. So anyone who can tell me the structure is converted into what in the how it is processed in the systems? Anyone?
Binaries.
Binaries, absolutely correct. So this structure, even if I pick this one, it is converted into binary format. So let's say this S, if I see here, it is converted in the form of 0 and 1. Okay. T is converted in the form of 0 and 1. Similarly, I'm not saying here it's going to be binary, definitely not. It's going to be some Unicode here. Okay. That is what character set UTF-8 is. That means your HTML document, let's say if I'm writing heading 1, hello. So this hello over here, HELLOs, they all have some values, okay, numeric values. So there is one term called ASCII values. I will add one slide in the end before uploading. So sky values team, earlier we had a sky values. Nowadays we have Unicode values. Okay. Unicode means UTF. Okay. So a sky value means if you all the characters that we have, let's even if I have digits, even if I have A will have some predefined numeric value. Let's say it has 94. Even your space have some predefined ASCII values. And further, these are converted into something your machine can understand, your browser can understand. Okay. Even for one, it is going to convert into something your browser can understand. So whatever code I am writing, again, it's going to be either English language or some special characters, right? So it need to be converted into something my browser, my machine can understand. So that is what this defines. It's going to convert into 8-bit Unicode value. Before Unicodes, we had ASCII values, but nowadays we use Unicode values. Okay, so for every character, even this less than sign has some Unicode character value, numeric value. Okay, so 8, so we 8 means it's going to be 8-bit. Okay. This meta, so there are a lot of metas we can add here. Meta is just defining some additional information about your content. Okay, so next thing we'd add here is this meta. This means this helps to make your website responsive. Okay, for now, if you guys want to remove it, you can remove it. It's a part of your CSS. Once we will go to CSS, at that time we need this line, so we can remove it for now. Now next we have title. Title is basically going to define what type of website it is about. Okay, if I execute this code, so here you can see document. So here your title comes. So let's say if here I will change it to shopping cart or shopping app. So here you can see it will come shopping app. So this is the place your title comes, the name of your tab. So here you can see in auto draw, it's auto draw is coming. Okay. So that means auto draw have added its title as auto draw. Okay. In Google Meet, they have added the meeting link as that name. And here they are using, I'm using shopping app. Okay. So let's say today we are understanding structure. So I'm changing into structure. So now structure will come. This is the place your title will go in your browser, in this place. Okay. Here team, you guys can add style in this head. What else we can add? We can have style. In future we will add. Then we can have link. Then we can have script tag. Okay. All those other tags we can have here. So this your head, HTML body. All these are your tags. Okay. Like H1 is your one of your tags. So your HTML is a tag based language. So everything is like a tag here. Clear? Any questions, anyone, with the structure? Anyone has any questions with the structure?
No.
Okay, now we'll see. We'll start with a different type of tag. So we have seen the structure. Now we'll see different type of tags here. Okay.
Madam,
And I
your
will
voice
tell you,
not clear, madam.
who's this? Is it not clear for all or just one or two candidates? Am I, or like my voice is clear for all? Or is it breaking?
No, it's clear.
Uh, those who are facing the issue, please see the internet at your end. It's a keyword. It is just telling to my browser, because we execute this document or see the output of this document in browser, right? So it is just telling to my browser which version of HTML you're using. So it's predefined doc type. All right. Now, team, we'll start with different type of tags. Okay, and we'll start creating a first HTML web page. Okay. So yeah, before this, so we have different types of tags. Okay, we have different categories of tags. So that is what we are going to see today. One more thing, this green line that you see here, it's basically a comment. Okay, it's called the comment. Comment means any part that you comment of your code, it's not executed. Okay, any part of your code that you comment, it does not get executed. So why we use comments? Just to add information. What let's say if I'm writing any logic, let's say pair tag, so I will add a heading. So once you guys go and revise, you can see whatever code I'm writing below it, it's related to paired tag. Okay, so that is what these comments are used for. Okay, now there are two things. Either you start writing it manually like this, okay, or use the shortcut to add the comment. So this is the shortcut I use, Control plus K plus C, Control plus K plus U. Okay. So to add the comment, we use this, and to remove a comment, we use this. Okay. So you guys can use this shortcut. I mean, there's no point of adding it one manually, right? So just add it in the form of comment. Even this is coming, I'm adding this as a comment. Because as I said, we never write anything after line number 12. Everything we write either in body tag or head tag. And anything you want to display it in UI, anything you want to render in UI. And if someone asks you, in future in interviews, let's say, which element is responsible for displaying everything in UI, it's always going to be your body tag. Okay. So now we'll start with different type of tags, since HTML is a tag-based language. So firstly, we have pair tag. Okay. So all your heading tags, all your paragraph tags are your pair tag. Okay. So here, if you guys see, any tag which is having opening tag plus closing tag, that is called your pair tag. Okay. So let me add here. This is called this part is called opening tag. Okay. And this part is called closing tag. And whatever you guys write in between is called element content. Okay. I'm just writing the terminology. So this is called opening tag. This is called closing tag with a slash, and everything you write between opening and closing is called element. Okay. So let's say here I'm writing study comment. Similarly, we have 6 type of heading tags in HTML. So I will mention all those. H2, then we have H3, then we have H4, then we have H5, then we have H6. Okay. These are the 6 type of heading tags that we have. So any tag which has opening and closing tag is called your heading tag. Team, the only thing that you guys need to realize is these terminologies are very important. In future, someone will just ask you to do something with the opening tag. So they will just say heading 1 opening tag. So that should click in your head. They're talking about heading 1 opening tag. That was this part of your code. Okay. These terms are very important in HTML. Otherwise, everything is predefined in HTML. You just need to learn what type of different tags we have, how we can create a structure of HTML page. But main idea is to get familiar with the terms. This is called element content. Okay. And everything that you write from opening, this complete statement, okay, is called an element. Okay. This complete part is called element. So I will say the H1 tag. Okay. And I can say this complete, when someone is saying element, that means they are talking about this complete line. Opening till closing is called your element. And this H1 alone is just your tag. Okay. So I will say include a heading 1 tag there. So you will write something like this. Okay. All right. So next we have paragraph tag. I'm creating a heading for all so that it's easier for you guys. So for paragraph team, just like you guys have just like a paragraph in your English textbooks, similarly, I'm going to add a paragraph. So to add a paragraph, I need some dummy data. Okay. I'll tell you guys one shortcut, lorem, let's say 90 and press enter. Okay. Let me repeat, write lorem and enter any number, let's say 100 and press enter. So this will add dummy data of 100 words. Okay. And now from where this data is coming? This data is coming from this website, this dummy data. The dummy data that I've just added, it's coming from this place. Either you come to this website and copy paste it, okay, or you can just use this shortcut directly. Lorem 90 means 90 words, 100 means 100 words, okay, and this will add a paragraph. Here you can see a paragraph is added. If you guys want to add another paragraph, just copy it and add another paragraph. Paragraph always starts from new line. See, so there is one space that gets added. So paragraphs always starts from new line. Headings always starts from new line. Okay, so all these are your paired tags. Okay. Next category we have is unpaired tags. Unpair means, let's say BR, which doesn't have a, you can call them as empty tags, which doesn't have a closing tag. Okay, let's say if I have a P tag and I will write hello, this is, or let's say today we are learning tags. Let's say I just added one single statement. Today we are learning tags, like this. Okay. So right now this statement will look something like this. But let's say some part of the code I want to shift to next line. So I will add BR tag. Okay. So this BR will shift the next part of the code on the next line. Okay. That means you're breaking your line in between. You're breaking your paragraph. So whenever you want to shift something to the next line, just add BR tag there. Okay. And BR tag doesn't have a closing tag. They don't have any element content. They don't have any closing tag. They don't have any element content. Okay. Similarly, we have an HR. HR is used to add a horizontal line. See, this horizontal line is added. Okay. Then we have self-closing tags. Self-closing tags means, let's say, image tag. Okay, which doesn't have a closing tag. Okay, but here we add a lot of attributes. Let's say self-closing tag like image we have. Okay, like here you guys can add slash in the end. Okay, self-closing tag means closing tag is not there, but you can add slash in the end. But in case of image, it's not it's not required, so we don't add it. Okay. So in image theme, img is your tag to add an image. Okay, we use img. Inside this theme, we add two things that is called attributes. There is one term called attributes. Okay, attribute is something you add inside the opening tag. We can add attributes here as well. Okay, we'll see what type of attributes we can add. We can add attributes here. We can add attributes here, but not here. Okay, this is important. Attributes can only be added in opening tag. Opening tag. Okay, so let's in this image, I'm going to add, these are predefined tags, attributes. So src, that means the path of your image, and alt. That is what I'm going to add. So src team, you have to provide the path. Okay, so let's say in this document, this is the image I already have in my folder. So I will right click here. There are two things, either copy the path, okay, and there is one relative path. If I copy relative path, this is what will come. Okay, and if I copy path, this will come. So you guys have to copy the relative path. Okay, this is very important. You have to copy the relevant relative path. Why am I saying that? If you guys add this path, let's say if I add this path, and if whenever I will give my code to you guys, you will see a blank image. Okay, you will see something like this in your code UI. Okay, so here you guys can see this image will come once I will give you code, and if I write this path, copy path one, this one, you will see image like this. Right now it might come or it might not come, but you will see something like this. The reason is this path is recognized in my system, but this path is not recognized in your system. Just think about it. Clients, then this folder structure is not there in your system, it's there in my system. That's why we always go with relative path. Okay, or in real time, what we do, we host our images on place like, let's say image IO kit. Let's say this is image IO kit. we host our images online. Okay, so what once you add your images there, they give you one path, they give you one URL, and simply you guys can use that URL here. Okay, but we'll see all that advanced part later. But for now, you all have to use relative path. So now this image will come. Okay, and this alt, why this alt is beneficial team? For some reason, if this image is not loaded by our browser, suppose it's not loaded, so at least you get the meaning of what this image is about. If you are adding hello, that means it is telling to my user, if image is not available, what this image is about. So let's say today it's going to be an assignment, so it's my assignment image. Okay, so this is how you add the images. So this SRC and alt are called attributes, and every attribute have some values. This is the value they have. This is the value of alternate, and this is the value of SRC. And you have to write it inside these quotes. Okay, either use single quote or use double quote. Okay, both are correct. Any questions, anyone so far?
Ma'am, is this language case sensitive?
No. If I write capital image, still it will work. Okay.
Thank you.
Still it will work, but we have to make sure we are writing it correctly. Okay, see, HR is still coming.
We should close with the capital letters only, na madam?
No. You guys
If
have
we
to
open-
use small cases. We have to use small case everywhere. Okay. It's not a case sensitive language, but as a developer, if I use capital P, it will give me the output. Okay. But the good practice is use small case everywhere. Don't use capitals. It's a wrong practice. Okay. Use only small cases for writing HTML code. Okay. And it's not a case sensitive language. Okay. After that, we have structured tags. Okay, structure tag we have already done. That is your body. That is helping you to structure an HTML document. So these are called your structure tags. Okay. And element. I hope this part is clear. This opening tag till closing tag, or maybe let me do one thing. Let me mention it here. Opening tag till closing tag. This complete statement is called element. Okay. So if someone says element, they are talking. If someone says H1, write H1 element, okay, they are saying you to add this only. Okay. Okay. And attribute. This is your attribute. Okay. Let me add few attributes here so that it's easy to understand. I will add style attribute. Okay. This is how we add style is equal to double quotes. Okay. Inside this team, you write the CSS. CSS we have not done, but few code or CSS, I'm telling like few properties. We have one term called property value pair in CSS. So I'm adding few CSS over here. Okay. So that you should be able to complete the today's assignment as well. Plus, you should know some CSS now. Okay. Otherwise, there are three type of CSS. We have three ways to add CSS in your HTML code. So this is one of those. This is called inline CSS. Okay. So style is equal to double quotes. Style is your predefined attribute. Predefined means it's already available. Just like H1 is a predefined tag, right? It's already available to us. Similarly, we have style. Okay. And style is an attribute because we are writing it in the opening tag. Inside this, let's say if you want to add a color, we will write color colon pink and semicolon. So this syntax is predefined. You have to follow it. Okay. And this color pink is also predefined. So this study comrade will come in pink color. Okay. So here you guys can see this is going to come in pink color. Okay. And if I want to bring it in center, I will add one more property, semicolon. I will write text align. See, oh, there are so many properties you can see. So many. Okay. I will keep it center. So this will come in center. If you guys make it right, it will come in right side. By default, all your content comes on left side. If you guys have observed, everything comes on the left side. If you want to bring it in center and right, then you have to write a code to bring it there. Okay. The same style attribute you can add anywhere. Okay. Let's say for this heading, I will add style is equal to color yellow. Okay. And on this, if you want to add some background color, see, I just write back and background color is coming. So yeah, teal is one of the colors that we have. So teal color is coming here as the background. Okay. For your images over here, we can set the size. So I can write style is equal to height for adding, because in images there are two things you need to set, height and width. So I will write height as 100 pixels, width colon 100 pixels. This width and height is predefined properties. Okay. This 100 team, the pixel is like a unit. Just like you want to measure the quantity of sugar, so we use kgs. Okay. Just like if you want to measure the quantity of a juice, we use liter or ml. Similarly, to assign values in terms of size for the measurement, we use pixels. Okay. So here you can see images coming like 100 pixel here, 100 pixels here, height and width, height and width. Okay. Clear? Any questions, anyone? This SRC is means source. Source means it is telling me where the source of image, because the image tag I've added, but I have to mention where that image is. Okay. Okay. And what was yes, Krishna, you can, that's correct. You can just call this complete element as your container tag, because container tag means opening plus element content plus closing tag. So you can call this pair tags as container tags as well. Should I go ahead, team? Any questions, anyone? Okay. And if you want to see the HTML code for any website, just go to that website, right click here, go to inspect. In elements, you can check out the code. In fact, here you can see the CSS as well. Okay. Or you can right click here. You can click on view page source. Okay. So in my website, I clicked on view page source. So here you can see the source code here, the HTML code for this very website. Okay. And here for checking out this code over here, just go to inspect. In elements, you can see the code. Okay. So this is the place you can see the view the source code, complete code here. Okay. So we have seen structure, we have seen basic elements, we have created our first HTML web page and executed it, and we have seen HTML source. Okay. So these are the different type of tags we have: elements and attributes, heading tag, paragraph tag. Okay. Text, we have formatting tags and quotation elements. So that is what we are going to see next. How to import images to that file. Okay. So for images, I have already added the image in the same folder. Okay. There is an ideal folder structure we follow, team, but I will tell you guys once we start with CSS, because right now we are just in HTML. Okay. So here I have added this image. Okay. So what I have done, I have provided one path in SRC. SRC means source, the source of the image, from the path from where the image is coming. So just include SRC equal to, here you need to pass the path. If you right click on this image, if you right click copy path, this path will come, this path. But this path will not be recognized in your system. So we always add relative path. Okay. So that, and just paste it here. So this is the path I've added. So if you want to check the path is correct or not, Just control click on this file. See, if this image is coming, that means the path is correct. Just control click on this file. Okay. So that is how you can see. Okay. For color team, there is a predefined styling property, style. This is going to be your attribute equal to double quotes, color pink. Color is a property to add the text color. This is your text and you want to add color here. And pink is the name of your color, pink, red, blue, whichever color you want to add. Okay. And text align center means where you want to place this text. In left, by default it comes in left. If you want to place it in center and right, just add text align center, text align right. Okay. And here text color is yellow and background color I've added as teal color. Okay. And this style attribute you guys can add anywhere. Here as well you can add it. Let's say style is equal to color orange. The orange color will come. Text color. I have not imported Sneha. The image is already there in my folder. I just copy pasted it. See, let's say if image is present here, I will just copy and paste it here. In SRC, I provided that path of my image. Okay. So just copy, right click here, copy relative path and paste it here. For pasting, I told you guys use Control V. Control plus V. That is how I'm passing the image path. Vinod, by default, the content comes on the left side. So you guys don't have to define anything for the left. All the content by default comes on left side only. No, image tag doesn't have a closing tag. Okay. Image tag is like this one. It doesn't have a closing tag. Yes, Yuva. Can you come again? Any questions, anyone? Sakina, Manju, Akash,
No, ma'am.
Vinod, Raju, Prakash, Ishwar, Ravi Kishore, Anita, Akhil, Vanaja, Vidya, Nitesh, Venkatesh, Vinod, Pavan, Praveen, Priyanka, Rekha. Okay. Next, we have formatting elements. Now, team
Hello. Hello, ma'am. How to move image from left to center, ma'am?
Okay. I'm just telling you guys one hint, but actually I have to give that as an assignment. But if you have asked me this question, you have to give margin left auto and margin right auto. Okay, here in this you have to give margin left auto and margin right auto. Okay, but I can't show you that properly because I've added that as a task, today's task. Okay. All right. Now team in formatting element. Let me just write it directly. So DEL is your formatting element. Delete. Okay. So let's say I will write this. This delete will add this line through. So anyone who can tell me where we can see such output? Bhanushri, maximum and minimum that you just need to give 100% here. So 100% would come here. Okay. So percentage is one of the units, the maximum size. But image is so big, so I'm adding pixels. Okay. So anyone, where can we see such output in real time? List line.
Discounts.
Sorry?
Discounts, ma'am.
Discount, correct. So in e-commerce websites or any hotel booking website, in discount. So that is nothing but DEL they have used. DEL means delete. Okay. Then let's say I have 2 and then I will write something in super. Okay, SUP. This is called superscript, and I will write 3. Okay, so 2 to the power 3. So if you want to do something like this, 3 is your superscript. Okay, so that is what you put here in your tag. So SUP means superscript. If you want to write something like log of 10, so you will write subscript. Okay, so log of 10 will come. This is your super and this is your sub. Okay, so all these are your formatting elements. Okay. Lastly, we have quotation elements. So whenever you guys have to add address, okay, address. So just use address tab. Address you will see in footer section of your website, or if you go to contact page for any website, there you will see the address. So you will see something like by Alex, visit us, okay, street number 200 USA. Okay. So you will see it will be little bit in italics. See, this is normal p tag, but here if you see anything you're putting in address, it will come in italics. Okay, this is, so this will, when you look at it, you will realize this is something different. This is your address. Okay, anyone who can tell me if I want to bring these two in these three in separate lines, how can I do that?
BR.
BR.
Red tag.
Yes, we will just include
Using
BR.
break statement.
Yes, that's correct. They will come in separate lines. Okay. Even if you want to bring USA, we can add that as well. Okay. Let's say I have HTML and full. What is the full form of HTML?
Hypertext markup language.
That's correct. So I will just use title is equal to hypertext. ABBR means abbreviation. Okay. And here I will write HTML. We don't need this. Okay. So this ABBR means abbreviation. Just like in your WhatsApp, you have let's say TTYL, TTYL, talk to you later, LOL. Okay, and I mean, we use a lot of slang language like shortcuts. That is what abbreviation is. So this HTML is the complete name. So if I hover over it, you can see this tooltip is coming. Hypertext markup language. Okay, if I hover over this HTML, nothing will come. But on this one, if I add, it will say hypertext markup language. So whenever you are using any shortcuts, there is this underline come. So when you look at it, you will realize it is some word and there is abbreviation attached to it. Okay. So anyone who can tell me what is the full form of WHO?
World Health Organization.
Exactly. It's World Health Organization. I will just put it inside this. WHO. If I hover over it, World Health Organization will come. Okay. If I want to add quote on any text, okay. So let's say hello. So this you will add quotes. See, this quotes will be added. So let's say you are adding some quotation, like a proper quotation, or maybe you're using adding some motivational or some line or subject. So just put it inside Q. So it will add the quotes around it. Okay, so these are your quotation elements. These are my formatting elements. So don't get confused between tags and elements. So tag name is P, tag name is DEL. The only thing is this complete opening till closing, this part is called element. Okay. In this case, this is your complete element. Okay. And these are your attributes. These are called your tags. Okay. And this complete is called your element. Okay. And pair tags are also called container elements, container tags. Okay. And now any questions, anyone? Anything you guys want me to repeat? Okay, so now for your assignment, you have to replicate the exactly same UI in your website. Okay, ignore this underline. Okay, ignore this. It will be like a normal text only because we have not seen links yet. So they should come in left, they should come in center, they should come in right. So whatever is written, you have to add it. This image you can add anything. It's not compulsory. You guys can add any image. Make sure color, sizes is followed here. Okay, and you can ignore this blue and underline. You can just write it like a normal black text. Okay, so whatever UI I see here, I should be able to see exact same UI in your web browser. How to write a bottom and center? No, you don't have to do anything in see centered. I've already told you guys. Okay, bottom center, you don't have to do anything. It's like you added an image here and you have to bring image in center. Okay, it's not the bottom part of your web page. After that, you can write anything. Okay, there is no thing called bottom and center. It's like after this, let's say p tag, you added one image. In image, you need to bring it in center. Okay, so that is the only main task. Rest all I've already covered. So you can take my code as a reference. Anyways, okay. But just a hint, you guys can use margin left auto and margin right auto on an image. It will come in center. Yeah, it's a complete background color. You guys have to add, just think about it. This complete elements are contained inside which tag? All these are contained inside which tag? Because complete UI will have that background color. Okay. Yeah. Any questions, anyone?
Ma'am,
Yes.
how we can change background color, ma'am?
Background color I have added in the code. The teal color like I added.
How we can change, ma'am?
How?
We can change background color.
For the complete website you are asking? Yeah, that is the assignment, guys. I mean, just juggle a bit. Try to do it. Okay. That is what a challenge and task I've given. The background color and the image, bring it in center. If I tell you guys, then there's no point of assignment, right? Okay. Just think about it. Do a research. Try. Background color will be added only on one element. Don't start adding background color on all the elements. You have to add background color on only one element, and it will be added to complete website. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Guys, I will upload it. I will drop this code and everything like every day in your WhatsApp groups only. Okay. Let me just drop it just now. Uh, okay, I've dropped. I add the zip file. You have to download it, extract it, and then you will be able to see the code and the PPT and the document. Dummy content shortcut keywords lorem and the number of characters you need 90, and then press enter after that. Oh, and tomorrow, first thing that I will see is your assignments. Okay. And those who have not done the installation yet, please do it. Any questions before we wrap for the day, team? Yes, Moni. Moni, you have questions? Bhargavi, Susanka, Shesha, Grishma. Sai Lokeshwar.
No.
All right. Thank you guys. Do practice as much as you can. Okay. And if you guys have any special any different question like a emergency one, just drop that in the WhatsApp as well. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. We'll connect tomorrow.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, may I know where you're from? Ma'am?
Sorry,
If you don't mind, may I know where are you from? Ma'am?
Chandigarh.
Chandigarh. That's great.
Yeah. Vanuja, I told you guys, right? Those who don't have any laptop, they can create a account in CodePen or JS Fiddle. Okay. So there you can maintain all your assignments. Just create an account on CodePen or JS Fiddle. So there every day you can create a code. So once you will have your laptop, just download it. Okay. All right. Any questions? Anyone? Okay. Thank you guys. We'll connect tomorrow. Bye. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.